Hello everyone. I hope that you are ready with our 19 days assignment and congratulations because now you are at day 20 and that is heart magic. Heart magic is a beautiful and special chapter for two reasons. Number one, heart is a very important organ of our body, and number two, all over the world, if you observe and find out the statistical data, then you will find out that most of the people in the world nowadays die with heart attacks or heart diseases. And this is so common nowadays that the research is going on and they found out that it is related to the diet. That means it is a lifestyle disease because it is related to diet, your lifestyle that includes diet, exercise, and your thinking pattern also. Ultimately, all our diseases and our health is also an outcome of our mindset. That means our thinking. So when we talk about heart health, what is the most important thing? The most important thing is whether you have and you are carrying happy thoughts in your mind or not. And why so? Because every time, if you have observed yourself, you feel angry and you feel as if you really can't express it because the other person is an authority, maybe your parent, your boss, or your partner, or any other dominating person, and you feel that surge of blood in your blood vessels. You feel that something is flowing through your body and you want to just express. Why does that happen? Because the stress hormones get released, adrenaline, then corticosteroid, and that those hormones want you to take action, to do something. And that's why people throw tantrums when they feel very angry. And if you also go through such things, then that is an indication that you should go out and do some physical exercise so that this flow of blood, this energy will be utilized for something useful. And that's why when we were children, our parents used to say, Acha gussa aaya hai, go for a walk or go for running. And they used to say because they didn't know the reason about it, but that was a belief. But that belief is real and it really works wonders. Why? Because when there is a huge and very forceful blood supply, means blood flowing in your veins and arteries, then energy gets released. Now, if you want to release this energy, then there are two ways, either constructive way or destructive way. But most of the times, sometimes, and many people, we and including other people, we choose destructive way and then we destroy our relationships. And when relationships get damaged, it creates even more bad effects on your heart. And why does that happen? Because when we overthink, there are changes not just in brain but in all your body. And that's why they say that when you have disempowering thoughts, you are damaging every cell of your body. And so having empowering thoughts like being in gratitude, having that feeling of love, contributing to someone else's life, that creates that surge of happiness. And so the release of stress hormone decreases. With time, if you are in continuous practice of management of your emotions or going ahead and doing that practice of being in gratitude and trying to understand other people's point of view, you will notice how you won't be able to feel angry at them, because now you know that they are not getting angry at you personally. Many times we have that habit, we take things personally. उन्होंने मुझे ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया? How can they behave like this to me? How can they express their anger towards me? What wrong did I do? And this is so common, this is rampant. Even we are also a part of that victimhood. Little do we understand that it is not about you, it is about them. It is their issues that they are dealing with. And we think that it is about us. Now, if there is the same situation and 10 different people are there, maybe 10 people have a different approach to look at the situation. Maybe some person might feel really angry and stressed about it. And why does that anger come? Because when people have fear that they are not able to create a good and favorable outcome, they go in stress. And when they are in stress, that surge of blood supply, just like I described now, it is so fast and forceful, they don't know what to do. And that's why they throw temper tantrums, they get angry, and they are not in control of themselves. Some of them feel bad about their behavior after some time also. And many times we also feel that ये person जो है अब तो अच्छे से बात कर रहे थे, अभी अचानक क्या हो गया? And we sometimes think that this is a dual personality, this is something else, but it is nothing abnormal in it. It is just that they are not in control of themselves because they are being driven by their hormones. And same thing happens to us. But one thing we need to understand is whenever other people get angry, it is not about us. So can we stop taking things personally from today? If you learn only one skill, not taking things personally, then you will observe a huge shift in all your relationships, because they will not be successful in affecting you in a negative way. Similarly, when you feel angry, even if you are in the process of gratitude, you are in the journey of gratitude, nothing happens overnight. You don't become a saint overnight. You don't become an extraordinary person in 1 month. What happens? You become happier, you feel peace and fulfillment most of the times during the day. But whenever you feel angry, what can you do? It is not something that is about them again. It is about you, because anger is nothing but our own response to our own conclusion or thinking about a different situation, about a situation or person's behavior, right? So it is our conversation with our own self. The out can be anything. Other people may behave according to themselves in any way, but how are we taking it and what conclusions are we making in our mind makes us either feel angry or feel solution oriented. So it is your choice. Every moment is an opportunity to make a choice. So what choice are you making today when you feel angry? Now you must be saying that it is so difficult when we are angry. How can we think about choices? It just happens in the moment. It is not possible, because even if we know everything, when I feel angry, I cannot have that control. Absolutely, yes, and understandable. We have one tool that we forget all the time, and that is with us and within our body. Do you want to know that tool? What to do when you feel angry? If yes, then type yes in the chat box so that we come up with that. And you will say, when I share that with you, you might say, oh my God, this is so simple. How do I forget, or how don't I know it? I know about it, but I didn't notice. Yes, so that tool is nothing but breathing. You're breathing. You were breathing since 15 minutes also, but you didn't notice it. But just because you didn't notice it, did it stop? No, it didn't stop. Now that you are focusing on your breathing, you can sense that, yes, I am breathing. Correct? Similarly, when you get angry, you don't have to think about anything, because you're going to forget about all the learnings and all your transformative teachings. What you have to do is just focus on your breathing at least 3 times. Take a long breath and focus on it 3 times. That's enough. Even if you are able to do this much, even if you are able to do this much, you have done a great job, and you are actually not taking a jump, but you are actually taking a leap towards a better future for yourself and for your relationships. And what happens when we do that? We are giving some rest to our heart. Because when our brain starts overthinking, it has some destructive effect on your heart, because because the flow of blood changes, and with flow of blood changes, heart also gets the effect. And that's why whenever you talk to a cardiac surgeon, if you have any opportunity, they will always say that thoda overthinking kam karo, सोचना कम करो. स्ट्रेस कम करो, बहुत टेंशन है क्या, सो मॉर्निंग वॉक के लिए जाओ। कभी आपने अगर देखा होगा हार्ट पेशेंट का एक जो ट्रीटमेंट रहता है ना, उसमें अपार्ट फ्रॉम मतलब उनका सर्जरी हुआ है, उसके बाद उनको मेडिसिन चल रहा है, फिर भी लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस आर ऑलवेज एडवाइज बाय दोज डॉक्टर्स एंड दे से दैट सबसे पहले आप मॉर्निंग वॉक शुरू करो, फिर आप डाइट में चेंज करो, फैटी कम करो, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स कम करो, एंड देन दे विल आस्क टू स्टॉप ओवर थिंकिंग एंड स्टॉप टेकिंग स्ट्रेस। अब क्या होता है जब कोई बोलता है ना स्ट्रेस कम करो, ओवर थिंकिंग कम करो, सुनने वाले को समझ में ही नहीं आता है कि एक्चुअली क्या करना है, बिकॉज दे आर वायर टू बिहेव एंड थिंक इन अ सर्टन वे सिंस ईयर्स एंड ईयर्स। अब कैसे चेंज होगा भाई, नहीं होता है थिंकिंग पैटर्न चेंज, एंड दैट्स वाई जो हाइपरटेंसिव होते हैं दे स्टे हाइपरटेंसिव ऑल देयर लाइफ and they keep on taking medicines. But the truth is that if you can change your thinking pattern, you can reverse your diseases. Why? Because this is a lifestyle disease. If there is a change in lifestyle and so this disease has come, so if we change that lifestyle to an empowering one, then the disease can be reversed. And when we are not suffering from any heart disease, we have healthy heart, we really ignore it. And that's why when we ignore it, we are not appreciating and we are not grateful. So today's chapter, Heart Magic, is an opportunity to appreciate and to give our heartfelt thanks to the unsung hero of our body. And that unsung hero of our body is heart. Because since childhood, we have been bombarded with this unwritten rule that your brain is the most powerful organ, right? And we forget that heart. But basically, we make all our decisions by heart. We take decision to marry also by heart. And we buy things not by logic. We buy things by thinking about what we like the most. So that can be an illogical decision that also comes from heart. We love people because we create that energy in our heart. So heart is an extremely important organ of our body, just like the sun is to planet Earth, the heart is to us and our body. So let's get started and let's see what this chapter opens up for us. Yes, if you can see my screen, you guess yes. Heart magic. So there's a picture, a tree is there, and a heart is, someone has drawn a picture of heart. Why tree? Because trees are actually the medium to give us oxygen. And how does that happen? We are alive because we can breathe in air. If air was not there, we wouldn't have been alive. Human beings wouldn't have ruled this planet, correct? So how do we get that oxygen? The maximum oxygen that we get comes from trees. And that's why they say कि दिन में पेड़ों के छांव में रहो और रात को घर के अंदर रहो, because at night these plants emit carbon dioxide and in daytime they emit oxygen. Trees emit oxygen. And so for planet Earth, tree is a heart. Just like for our body, our heart is supplying nutrition to all the parts of body. Similarly, for planet Earth, trees are supplying the most essential element for living beings, and that is oxygen. Gratitude is the memory of the heart. And gratitude मतलब कृतज्ञता जो है ये आपके हृदय का एक बहुत ही सुनहरी याद है. So Jean Baptiste Machaut, French Revolution activist, you might have figured out by now that with any magical practice of gratitude, the aim is always to feel it as much as you can. हमने देखा है every time when we say about gratitude and thank you, we always say and we tell people thank you कहने के लिए मत thank you कहो. या thank you is not just saying thank you is not gratitude. Feeling from within is gratitude. So this is because when you increase the feeling of gratitude on the inside, the things you have to be grateful for in the outside world increase too. So whenever you increase that feeling and intensity of gratitude, what do you feel? You feel that the things in the outside world are also changing. How does that happen? If someone else is angry in front of you and you also react, not in the angry way, but in the way like you are hurt or you don't like it, you are disappointed. Imagine if your reactions change. If you behave in a calmer and more peaceful way, do you think that the outcome of the situation will be different? Yes, of course. Why? Because when someone is creating an action, your reaction is important for creating an outcome. If your reaction is also in a negative way, then the outcome will also be negative. But when someone is in a negative zone and your reaction in a positive way, then positive and negative energy get neutralized. But when someone is negative and you're also negative, then outcome cannot be positive. And that's why they say that when you increase the feeling of gratitude on the inside, the things you have to be grateful for in the outside world increase too. जो अब तक आप नोटिस नहीं कर रहे थे, now you will start noticing. Even you will find out gratitude in negative situations also. And that means the things you have to be grateful for in the outside world increase too. Eventually, after practicing gratitude for a long period of time, you'll automatically feel it deeply in your heart. However, today's magical practice will collapse the time it would normally take for you to reach that level. सो आज का जो चैप्टर है, इस अगर आप इसे सही में फील करते हैं अंदर से, यू विल नोटिस दैट रोज आपको 10 ग्रैटिट्यूड लिखने के बाद अगर फीलिंग आ रही है, तो आज का जो असाइनमेंट है, आज का जो चैप्टर है, इससे आपकी जो फीलिंग की इंटेंसिटी है वो भी और ज्यादा डीप हो जाएगी, और जितना समय आपको वो इंटेंसिटी तक पहुंचने में लगता है वो समय भी कम लगेगा. The heart magic practice is designed to powerfully increase the depths that you feel gratitude by focusing your mind on the area of your heart as you say and feel the magic words, thank you. Scientific research has shown that by focusing on your heart as you feel gratitude, the rhythm of your heart immediately becomes much more even and harmonious. सो साइंटिफिक रिसर्च के हिसाब से जब अपने हृदय की तरफ फोकस करते हैं, व्हेन यू फोकस ऑन योर हार्ट एज यू फील ग्रेटिट्यूड, वैसे तो हम रोज ग्रेटिट्यूड की प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं एंड वी आर ट्राइंग टू फील इट फ्रॉम विद इन सो दैट हमारी इंटेंसिटी और मजबूत हो. लेकिन आप देखेंगे कि अगर आप अपने हृदय की तरफ ध्यान देते हैं, और इसके लिए बहुत अच्छा एक मतलब एक अच्छी एक्शन ये है कि पुट योर हैंड ऑन योर हार्ट एंड देन व्हाइल सेइंग थैंक यू, shift your focus and attention to your heart. Now, the way you feel thank you will be absolutely different. And if you do this practice in your relationships, they will also feel that energy. And so they are writing the rhythm of your heart immediately becomes much more even and harmonious, resulting in major improvements to your immune system and health. अगर साइंटिफिक रिसर्च हुआ है, इसका मतलब दे मस्ट हैव चेक्ड द बॉडी फ्रॉम विद इन, दे मस्ट हैव चेक्ड द हार्ट रेट एंड लिटिल चेंजेस दैट टेक प्लेस इनसाइड योर बॉडी. That gives you an idea of the power of heart magic. It takes a little practice the first time you try it, but it is worth the effect. After a few times you will get it, and each time you practice it, your feeling of gratitude will increase exponentially. अगर आप इस प्रैक्टिस को हर वक्त करते हैं तो आपकी ग्रेटिट्यूड की फीलिंग भी इंक्रीज होगी एंड यू विल बिकम लिटरली अ मिरेकल मैनिफेस्टेशन मैग्नेट. एंड why does that happen? Because when you feel that from within, then you create higher vibration, your frequency increases, and then you start attracting those things in your life which creates your increased vibration. And that's why it is important to feel. And how will we feel that? Now we know that our emotions, if you think, whenever we say thank you, I'm thanking you from the bottom of my heart. We say heart, matlab dil se, matlab man se, andar se. And that's why when you place your hand on your heart and then you say thank you, and you focus on your heart, feeling is different. because it is more intense, and gratitude also increases exponentially. To practice heart magic, focus your mind and your attention on the area around your heart. It doesn't matter if you focus on the inside or the outside of your body. Close your eyes because it will make it easier. And while keeping your mind focused on your heart, mentally say the magic words, thank you. Once you have practiced it a few times, you won't need to close your eyes anymore. But as a general rule, you will feel more gratitude when you close your eyes. What happens when we close our eyes? पॉडकास्ट इज अ वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल, या फिर कुछ ऐसे वीडियोस होते हैं मेडिटेशन के जहाँ सिर्फ एक इमेज होती है एंड बैकग्राउंड में मेडिटेशन का जो ऑडियो है वो चल रहा है. अगर आप फोकस करेंगे, व्हेन यू include only one sense, the effect is profound. जैसे if you're listening to podcast and you're not watching any video, then whatever you're listening to, you are creating your own imaginations, you're visualizing yourself, and that picture is something which is your own, right? So the effect is also deeper. On the contrary, when you see videos, your all senses are involved, and you are watching someone else's visualization and imagination. So your creativity is actually not increased. And that's why when you focus on one sense, any one sense, you feel more deeply. So when you close your eyes, you are actually closing and blocking all the information around. We are absorbing information through our eyes, right? So when you close your eyes, you are blocking all that information from coming and going into your mind. Now you can focus on your heart, internally or externally, and you can think and feel more deeply about gratitude. There are several things you can do to help you get heart magic down really quickly. You can put your right hand on the area around your heart to keep your mind focused there while you say the magic words, thank you. Or you can imagine that the magic words thank you are coming out of your heart rather than your mind as you say them. So आप जब अपना हाथ अपने हृदय पर रखते हैं और फोकस करते हैं, तो आप इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि अब ये थैंक यू के जो वर्ड्स है ना, ये मेरे मुंह से नहीं लेकिन मेरे मन से, मेरे दिल से आ रहे हैं. As part of today's magical practice, take your top 10 desire list and practice heart magic on each desire. Read each desire in your mind or out loud. And when you get to the end of reading each one, close your eyes, focus your mind on the area around your heart, keep your mind on your heart area and say the magic words again, thank you, slowly. तो आज आपको अपनी जो आपने डिजायर लिस्ट ली है उसे खोलना है और हर डिजायर को पढ़ते वक्त पहले उसे पढ़ना है, और उसके बाद अगर आप अपने मन में कहना चाहते हैं या जोर से बोलना चाहते हैं, it is your choice, but when you say out loud, it has a profound effect. And when you get to the end of reading each one, close your eyes, अपनी आंखें बंद करें और अपना जो माइंड है अपने हार्ट पे उसे ले जाएं और मन में ही कहें थैंक यू. To feel that gratitude from within and say the magic words thank you slowly. Again, you can use the tips I have given above if it helps you. After you have finished heart magic on each of your desire, you will have not only increased the depth of gratitude you are able to reach, you will also have dramatically increased your gratitude for your top desires. So, अगर आप इस असाइनमेंट के लिए हार्ट मैजिक का इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट यू कैन यूज हार्ट मैजिक ऑन every area of your life. You can use it for your relationships. You can use it to express your gratitude to other people. You can also use for other areas like health and money. What will happen? Of course, your intensity of gratitude will increase, and you can continue to practice heart magic on your desires regularly if you want to speed up the receiving of them. Or you can use heart magic anytime you say the magic words, thank you. Even just using heart magic a couple of times a day will have a big effect on your happiness and on the magic in your life. सिर्फ हार्ट मैजिक की प्रैक्टिस अगर आप 2-3 बार भी कर लें तो इसका बहुत ही ज्यादा प्रोफाउंड मल्टीप्लाइड इफेक्ट आप महसूस करेंगे अपने हैप्पीनेस लेवल पर और आपके बाकी एरियाज में भी लाइफ के. तो ये कैसे होता है? ये हार्ट मैजिक मीन्स यू आर जस्ट फोकसिंग ऑन दैट बॉडी पार्ट जिसे आज तक आपने बहुत ज्यादा महसूस नहीं किया. हमारे अंदर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम, नर्वस सिस्टम, सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम, बहुत सारी सिस्टम्स काम करते हैं. दे जस्ट लुक एट देम लाइक स्टाफ मेंबर्स. अगर आपके यहाँ भी कोई स्टाफ मेंबर्स है या बच्चे हैं, आपको पता है कि उनसे काम करवाना कितना मुश्किल है. अगर आपने उन्हें कुछ काम दिया है तो यू हैव टू गो एंड लिटरली क्रॉस चेक वेदर दे हैव डन इट और नॉट, राइट? बट can you appreciate these internal organs which are working without you supervising them? Now that I asked you that abhi focus kijiye apne breathing par, you could focus. But in the last 10-15 minutes, we really forgot whether we are breathing or not, because we take it for granted and we know that kuch bhi ho jaye, breathing to hone ही वाला है. कल सुबह I don't have to worry कि कल शाम को मुझे एयर मिलेगी कि नहीं. I don't have to worry about it because it is abundant, it is there. But in that process, I forget to appreciate. I forget to appreciate my heart. So when you say thank you in heart magic practice, you are appreciating your heart. And do you know one thing? If you have observed, this is my observation, you can also look around yourself. Listen closely. Do you think that you have some people in your life who are suffering from hypertension? किनके लाइफ में ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके फैमिली में या एक्सटेंडेड, आपको कोई पता है जिनके फैमिली में कोई लोग हैं जिन्हें हाइपरटेंशन है? अगर ऐसा है तो आप चैट बॉक्स में यस लिख सकते हैं, ताकि हम देख सकते हैं क्या सबके लाइफ में, सभी लोगों के लाइफ में ऐसा कोई इंसान है कि सिर्फ 2-3 लोगों के ही लाइफ में है. ओके, डू यू नो एनीवन इन योर फैमिली और एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली जिन्हें हाइपरटेंशन, मतलब जो ब्लड प्रेशर के लिए दवाई लेते हैं? अगर नहीं है आपके फैमिली में तो आप नो लिख सकते हैं चैट बॉक्स में. अगर हाँ तो आप यस लिख सकते हैं. अच्छा, नो. ओके, एनीवन एल्स? दैट मीन्स यू डोंट नो एनीवन who is suffering from hypertension या जो हाई बीपी के लिए गोली ले रहे हैं. ओके, वाह, you are magical people. You don't know anyone who is suffering from hypertension, right? I am really surprised and happy because मेरे लाइफ में या मैं ऐसे बहुत सारे लोगों को जानती हूँ जो हाइपरटेंशन की गोली रोज लेते हैं, regardless of age. So now that conversation is not relevant here, I will not go ahead here because मुझे दिख रहा है कि यहाँ तो किसी की भी लाइफ में ऐसा कोई इंसान ही नहीं है जो हाइपरटेंशन की रोज दवाई लेता है. And this is not about you, this is about people around you. And there is a peculiar quality of these people. Okay, your mom has hypertension. तो अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपके फैमिली में या आपके एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली में या फ्रेंड सर्कल में किसी को हाइपरटेंशन है या जो लोग रोज दवाई लेते हैं, तो उनके लिए एक बहुत अच्छी दवाई है. क्या आप जानना चाहते हैं? और वो दवाई ऐसी है which is free. You don't have to buy it, but if they take this medicine, उनका जो हाइपरटेंशन का डोज है ना, जो मेडिसिन लेते हैं, वो डोज कम हो सकता है. उनका ब्लड प्रेशर अगर आप मेजर करेंगे तो वो भी नॉर्मल हो सकता है. Are you curious to know about that medicine? Because it is very important that they want to reduce their hypertensive reaction. They want to reduce their medicinal intake. If they are ready, then this medicine will definitely help them. And it is not gratitude, it is appreciation. हार्ट जो पेशेंट्स होते हैं जिनका सर्जरी हुआ है या ये है जो टैबलेट ले रहे हैं, appreciation is one thing that is lacking in them. So when they get heart attack or they get some disorders or उन्हें कोई bypass surgery करनी पड़ी, angioplasty, angiography या simple कुछ भी नहीं करना पड़ा, लेकिन अभी उनका रेज ब्लड प्रेशर डायग्नोज हो चुका है, तो डॉक्टर्स ने कहा है कि अभी आपको मेडिसिन लेना होगा, then appreciation is the best medicine for them. तो अगर ये लोग एप्रिसिएशन की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो धीरे धीरे इनकी ब्लड प्रेशर में सुधार हो सकता है। और आपको पता है सबसे ज्यादा एप्रिसिएशन वो कहाँ कम कर रहे हैं? यू विल बी सरप्राइज टू नो दैट एंड यू मे लाफ एट इट। अगर आपके लाइफ में अगर किसी को आप जानते हैं जिन्हें हाइपरटेंशन है और जो टैबलेट लेते हैं, तो ask them to appreciate their life partner at least 3 times a day. तो उन्होंने अपने लाइफ पार्टनर को बहुत कम बार अप्रिशिएट किया है। Yes, this can be mind blowing for you, but if you go on and just let them know कि ऐसा है, और अगर आप ये प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो आपको आपके हेल्थ में बहुत ज्यादा इंप्रूवमेंट दिखेगा। They may disregard that idea altogether, या फिर वो सुन लेंगे लेकिन कर नहीं पाएंगे। क्यों नहीं कर पाएंगे? क्योंकि उस चीज की आदत ही नहीं है, तो उन्हें अप्रिसिएशन का वर्ड ही नहीं पता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम हाइपरटेंशन। बट if they start appreciating people around them, especially their life partner, क्यों life partner? क्योंकि life partner को appreciate करना for some people is very difficult. वो लाइफ पार्टनर का रिलेशन कैसा है? जैसे हमारा हमारे हार्ट के साथ है। हम कितने सालों तक भूल ही गए थे कि हमारा हार्ट है और वो रोज काम करता है, क्योंकि वो ऑटो मोड पे है। Similarly, our life partner works for us on auto mode. Be it husband or wife, no gender bias. So if you start appreciating your life partner at least 3 times a day, then you are helping yourself. आप उन पे बिल्कुल भी कोई उपकार नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप खुद को ही हेल्प कर रहे हैं, अपने हार्ट का, अपने हृदय का ख्याल रख रहे हैं। You are keeping yourself away from hypertension. And if people are suffering from it, and if they are consistently doing this practice of appreciation, they will also start noticing huge improvement in their heart health. And so in India, there are many heart patients. Why? Because our societal conditioning does not allow us to appreciate people freely. If you have observed your childhood also, तो बहुत बार अगर किसी की तारीफ कर दे, नहीं नजर लग जाएगी, ज्यादा मत बोलो, या चने के झाड़ पर चढ़ जाएगा, ज्यादा मत बोलो. So whenever criticism used to come, our parents used to teach us, अच्छा है ना, it is a chance to improve. Yeah, of course, it's a chance to improve, but appreciation also feels good, right? Once you have practiced heart magic a few times, you'll feel a huge increase in the depth of your feeling. And with gratitude, it is all about the depth of the feeling, because the deeper the feeling, the greater the abundance you'll receive. The initial physical signs that you have increased the depth of your feeling could be that you get a tingling feeling around your heart, or feel a wave of joy rush through your body. Your eyes may fill with tears, or you may get goosebumps, but without exception, you will begin to feel a depth of peace and happiness you have never felt before. So, the initial physical signs, मतलब आपका जो depth of feeling है वो कैसे decide होगा? हो सकता है आपको एक tingling sensation आपके हार्ट के आसपास महसूस हो, या फिर ऐसा भी हो सकता है जो आपकी आंखें आप बंद कर लेते हैं, यू फील दैट रश ऑफ जॉय, आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा खुशी महसूस होती है। इतनी ज्यादा खुशी होती है कि कभी कभी आपके आंखों से खुशी के आंसू आने लगते हैं, या फिर आपको गुज़बम्स, मतलब आपके बॉडी में कुछ सेंसेशंस आपको फील होते हैं। कुछ लोगों को एक वेव फील होती है, सम पीपल फील दैट टिंगलिंग सेंसेशन, सम पीपल फील लाइक समथिंग इज रशिंग थ्रू माय बॉडी व्हिच फील्स गुड. And this is the sign when you have really felt gratitude from within. Magic practice number 20, heart magic. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Focus your mind and your attention on the area around your heart. Close your eyes, and while keeping your mind focused on your heart, mentally say the magic words, thank you. Number 4, take your top 10 desire list and practice heart magic by reading each desire. Then closing your eyes, focusing your mind on the area around your heart, and slowly saying thank you again. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So this was heart magic. There were many takeaways from today's chapter. Why? Because when we are aware and when we know that there is an organ which is working for us continuously 24/7, and that organ never asked for a leave, that organ never asked for rest, immediately our feeling goes up and we start appreciating that organ. Imagine someone working for you, with you, continuously for many, many years. They didn't take even a single leave. They didn't ever leave you alone. How will you feel for them? We are always in search of such people who will work for us in such a way. हमें हमेशा ऐसा लगता है कि हमें भी ऐसा कोई स्टाफ मेंबर मिले जो हमेशा रेगुलर हो, अच्छे से काम भी करे, सिंसियर भी हो, कंसिस्टेंट भी हो. And even if we have such staff members, we are thankful towards them. Then if we are thankful to other people who take leave once a month, उनके लिए भी हमें बहुत एक ही बार महीने में छुट्टी, then imagine how hard your heart is working for you. It's not taking even a moment off. एक घंटे का छोड़ दीजिए, एक क्षण की भी फुर्सत, एक क्षण की भी विश्रांति नहीं ले रहा है आपका हृदय. तो आज का जो दिन है, just let's dedicate it to our heart, because this is a precious, it's a precious organ. It does not have value because it is invaluable. It is extremely valuable. You cannot go in the market and buy heart, right? There are heart surgeries, but still, if someone is suffering from heart disease, we always feel bad for them because we know how important that heart is, correct? So this is also a lesson that we must use our heart more often. हम अभी हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ में हम इसे ज्यादा यूज कर रहे हैं, हमारे ब्रेन को बहुत ज्यादा यूज कर रहे हैं. ब्रेन इज एक्सट्रीमली यूजफुल इन accumulating information, in having useful knowledge and going ahead in life. Absolutely. But then if you want to build your relationships, then you have to think from your heart, because relationships are not based on logical platform. And heart doesn't know logic, but heart knows how to love people, how to appreciate people, and how to be grateful towards other people and other situations of our life. So are you ready to use your heart more than your brain from today? If yes, then you're welcome in this miraculous journey, because from today, everything will change. The way you do your magic practices will change, because you will start feeling from within. So if there is any question, you can ask. If you want to share anything, you can share.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Many people are there in life, in our life, they knows we are taking care of them and we love them for every now and then we support them, but still they are not giving proper feedback, means there kind of a negligence is there. So how to tackle that people? It's getting what hurts most is negligence. So how to tackle with that people, means though they knows if they care, but still they are not giving proper feedback to us. So
proper feedback about what?
No, means response. Means suppose sometimes we care for you, so please take care of your health. So they are like, okay, I know what I have to do, so you do your work, like that. So what to do in that case?
So who is thinking that they are not responding?
Me, myself.
You and yourself, right?
Yeah.
That means that is the conclusion which your brain has given you. Right? But if you talk to them, for them it is a normal thing.
Okay.
For them it is nothing abnormal, nothing bad, right?
Yes.
So we are thinking in our head that this is not a proper response, and for them that is a proper response. So there is a gap in your expectation and reality.
Okay.
Right? Why? Because you think that this is a particular definition of love and attention, and they have a different definition.
Okay.
It is as if someone is speaking in French and you're speaking in English,
Mhm.
right? Now, if you want to understand what they want to say, what will you have to do?
Learn French.
They are not giving proper appreciation, ma'am.
Yeah, you will have to learn French because you think that they are not appreciating you. And for them, everything is good. That's not needed. For them, it is not required to learn English.
Okay.
But
So I have to learn French.
so you have to learn French. That means you have to understand their way of appreciating.
Okay.
Every person has a different way of communication. Some people show their love by getting angry.
Hmm.
They really get disturbed. Like if there's a relationship between a mother and son, the son is really disturbed. Oh, mom, you don't take care of your health. I really feel angry. No, this is his love for his mother. Now, it is up to her how she takes it. If you think you always get angry, I don't like this, then it will create misunderstanding in the relationship, distance in the relationship. But what is the son feeling? He's feeling that I feel for my mother. She should be well. Now, if you go out of that judgment of good and bad, you will get to know that both of them have different ways of communicating their love to each other. And when we don't understand what the other person wants to say, we misunderstand them by creating conclusions in our head. And this is the main reason why there is a gap in relationships.
Okay.
So you are focusing on one part. A person is a combination of many traits and many parts of his personality.
Yes.
So if you start shifting your focus to other good things that they have, then you will not require the appreciation from outward sources, because you yourself are giving gratitude and appreciation to yourself. And how will that happen? When you look for good things in other people.
Okay.
Because when you look good things in other people, in spite of the fact that you think that there is no good thing, so who is to appreciate the most? Yourself.
Hmm.
Because you're doing something which is difficult for you.
Yes.
But this is a trap. When we look for appreciation in other people, it's a huge trap, because it is not ever going to give you joy.
Correct.
Other people's behavior is never going to be constant. If you say for 2 days they will appreciate you, third day they don't appreciate you, you will again feel sad. Oh, they don't appreciate me, right?
Hmm.
That means you are emotionally dependent on them.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah. It is
Thank
a
you.
difficult conversation, but this is the reality.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
for being ready to listen to it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Belaji, you want to share?
Yes, hi Pallavi.
Hi,
Nice to
nice.
see you after, looks like I'm seeing you after ages.
Yeah, nice to see you here.
Hello everybody. I'm
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है बेलाजी, you are on mute. बेलाजी, you are on mute.
is it better now?
हाँ, अभी
Hello?
आपकी आवाज
Yes.
आ रही है. At that time you were on mute. Yeah.
So I was just saying hello to everybody, everyone who's attending this magical class and magical session from Pallavi. It's a life-changing opportunity, and I have been magically transformed. So I really want to share very little. In brief, I will share, but then everything that I am today is just because of the learning. And
You are on mute again, बेलाजी. आप खुद को अनम्यूट करके बोलिए, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. हाँ, अब आ रही है. बेलाजी, you can't be heard. क्या आप सब लोग सुन पा रहे हैं बेलाजी को?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes. I think she has some network issue. Belaji, is your device working well? Can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
हाँ, अब आ रही है।
So sorry.
Yes. You cannot be heard, Belaji.
There is a network issue. I'm so sorry about that. I'm coming in the other room. So
Okay. Now we can hear you.
Yeah. So my first thing I would like to be very, very thankful to Pallavi is that जिस तरीके से आपने मैजिक से हमें सिखाया हर चीज, सांस लेना, हार्ट मैजिक जो आज का क्लास था, और इसके हिसाब all those chapters, everything is in my it is in my blood today. मैं every time, every moment, I am always in शुक्राना. हमेशा मेरा दिमाग, दिल सिर्फ थैंकफुल रहता है हर चीज के लिए. इतने हार्डशिप्स देखे हैं इन लास्ट 2 सालों में भी, बट ये की चीज सीखी है आपसे और बाकी मेंटोर से कि हर चीज का एक पॉजिटिव इंप्रेशन होता है. एवरीथिंग हैज अ पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट. We should always see positive, and we should always be grateful and thankful for every situation, because situations are always according to the times. And हम लोग सोचते हैं कि हमारे हिसाब से हो जाए, वो नहीं हो पाता. Like someone was asking about the appreciation thing. Even I once there was a time when even I asked you the same thing, if you remember. In 2019, I was in the same thing, that I'm not getting any appreciation. I've done so much. Everybody thinks like that in our age, like हमने इतना सब कुछ किया, हमें कभी कुछ नहीं मिलता. But अब जो एक satisfaction यहाँ है ना, अपने आप को appreciation करने का सबसे बड़ा एक lesson सीखा है. That is the first biggest thing.
Yes.
Be grateful for your own self, your body, your heart, your mind, your everything, and universe, and even जो भी आपको.
Yes, बेला जी आपकी आवाज फिर से गई, लेकिन हम आपकी भावना समझ रहे हैं.
So ये life का एक, I will definitely out of this session again tomorrow, because I told you I have a wedding at home. So there are a lot of people again calling me. I'm so sorry, I have to go. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Pallavi. God bless you. And I am so happy today in Bangalore. I have moved here, and I have my dream has come true to go to Canada to live with my son. I was there for 6 months last year, and I'm sure, Pallavi, you remember, that was the biggest dream in my life.
Yes,
and
I remember that.
Then the second dream, to get my daughter married. Now she's getting married in January. And the biggest dream now is, which is I'm again manifesting, I have to have that kind of, financial stability, which I'm 100% sure this magic is also going to be happening soon. So thank you so much, and have a good day, good life. Thank you, everybody. Nice seeing you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you, Belaji. Thank you very much for coming here and sharing. Thank you very much. Yes, Sandeep ji, you can mute yourself.
Yeah. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening. Yes.
Pallavi ji, basically, when you are telling all this heart magic and appreciation and all that, when we are listening to this, it seems it's very easy. I will be able to do it. I'm going to do it 24 hours. But when the situation comes, like I will tell, I'm in sales. Every month there is a review. So before the review, if the numbers are not good, I'm afraid, I am fearful. And then I expect that the bosses will not say something bad. They will appreciate. But then again, when they say something bad, I take it to heart, and then it takes me 1 or 2 days. Then again, I read books. Then again, I listen to this. So why this ping pong? Why this knowledge is there? This thing is there. So what is lacking is the practice lacking, or human minds are wired for fear, as you told in the initial session, and it becomes a challenge sometimes to rewire the mind.
Yes. Sandeep ji, your answer lies in your question itself. I believe that your age is 35 plus.
Right.
Okay. So इतने सालों से आपका जो ब्रेन है वो वायर्ड है एक पर्टिकुलर थिंकिंग के लिए, क्योंकि हमारी जो थिंकिंग है ना, ये हमारी खुद की ओरिजिनल नहीं है. हमने ये बोरो की है हमारे पेरेंट्स से, हमारे स्कूल से, टीचर्स से, फ्रेंड्स से, हमारे आसपास जितने भी लोग थे उनसे। अब एक सोसाइटी में जो एक स्ट्रक्चर होता है थिंकिंग का, वो हमने अडॉप्ट कर लिया है। ये हमारा खुद का ओरिजिनल तो है ही नहीं। Now that we are in this gratitude journey, this is actually a different thinking, because our natural mechanism is survival mechanism, to look for faults, to look for things that you didn't do or you couldn't do. जैसे आपने कहा कि मेरा ये हुआ नहीं, तो you go in that zone of fear because that is the natural response and reaction of your body. अब जब हम ग्रेटिट्यूड में आते हैं तो ये इतनी डिफरेंट आप इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं ब्रेन को कि वो तो एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा है। ब्रेन इज नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग दैट, कि इसीलिए यहाँ आते हुए अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि यू आर लिसनिंग टू इट फ्रॉम हार्ट, तो यहाँ 1 घंटा अच्छा लगता है। एंड व्हेन यू आर आउट इन द वर्ल्ड, योर ब्रेन इज एक्टिव, your survival mechanism is activated. Now it will not allow you to adopt this thinking. Why? Because already neuronal pathways strong हो चुके हैं। न्यूरोनल पाथवे स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं जब हम रिपीटेटिवली एक ही थॉट उसे बार बार देते हैं। इमेजिन कीजिए, फॉर मोर देन 35 years वी हैव गिवन सिमिलर थिंकिंग पैटर्न टू आवर ब्रेन, एंड नाउ वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि 1 महीने में सब ठीक हो जाएगा। Now, if you want to create really a big change, then you will have to introduce your brain to new thinking pattern again and again repetitively. And how will that happen? By trying to be grateful in every situation. For example, जैसे हमारा मैजिकल मॉर्निंग का चैप्टर था, सुबह आप तैयार होते हैं तक ग्रेटिट्यूड में रहना, वो सिंपल है, देख हमें सुनने के लिए सिंपल लगता है। अपने कपड़ों को क्या थैंक यू बोलना है, अपने ब्रश को क्या थैंक यू बोलना है, पानी को क्या थैंक यू, ये तो रोज की बात है। It is not for saying thank you to things. Things कुछ समझ के कुछ होने नहीं वाला है, but it is to rewire your brain. Because when you give this thought repetitively to your brain, these old neuronal junctions, these old neuronal connections become weaker. And जैसे एक खेत से जा रहे हैं और बहुत सारी घास है और बार बार अगर लोग उसमें से जाते हैं तो एक छोटे से रास्ता बन जाता है ना, तो वैसे हमारे ब्रेन में भी नए न्यूरोनल जंक्शंस बनने लगते हैं, लेकिन वो बहुत नाजुक होते हैं। इसीलिए कभी कभी हमारा जो ब्रेन है वो एकदम फियर में चला जाएगा, स्ट्रेस में चला जाएगा, कभी कभी ग्रेटिट्यूड में आता है। अब जब तक आप इसे रिपीटेटिवली नहीं देंगे तब तक ये जो न्यूरोनल जंक्शन स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं रहेंगे। जब ये स्ट्रॉन्ग बन जाएंगे, देन ग्रेटिट्यूड विल बी योर सेकेंड नेचर। अब अभी आपके बॉस ने आपको कुछ बोल दिया, आपके सेल्स भी नहीं हुए, यू विल बी ग्रेटफुल। I'm so grateful कि इस बार सेल्स नहीं हुई, because it's an opportunity for me to learn communication skills and to see what I can improve. That is, there is some gap. That is something which I don't know. So how can I increase my knowledge about it? If someone is saying something to you and you think that, अच्छा इन्होंने मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोला, ये बोला, so you're going in that fear and stress. But if you are in gratitude, you will think about it. अगर उन्होंने कुछ बोला है तो क्या उसका 1% भी अंश मेरे अंदर है जिस पर मैं काम कर सकूं? हो सकता है ये अपॉर्चुनिटी हो। सो ग्रेटिट्यूड विल ब्रिंग यू इन द जोन ऑफ लर्निंग एंड दिस विल मेक यू क्रिएट मैजिक इन योर बिजनेस। दिस इज द वे इट वर्क। सो इट इज ऑल अबाउट योर रीप्रोग्रामिंग ऑफ माइंड। आपके एक्शंस चेंज हो जाते हैं आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड में। अगर आपको किसी ने कुछ बताया ही नहीं है कि आपका ये गलत है, वो गलत है, तो यू विल बी एक्चुअली स्टक इन योर ओन वर्ल्ड. So when someone is displeased with you, it's an opportunity to look within and change something. For example, अगर आप एक जंगल है और एक group of lions है, and if a small cat goes there, that small cat will try to become like and behave like a lion. But if a strong animal, if an elephant comes in the group of rats, it will think that it is also as small as rat. So if you are surrounded by certain people who are challenging your abilities, then it's an opportunity to grow.
Right. Thank you.
Nothing is to be sad or depressed about. You have to just give repetitive thoughts of gratitude so that आपके brain के neuronal junctions और ज़्यादा मजबूत हो जाए और वो old thinking pattern में ना जाए.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for asking that question. I hope you all have got something for yourself through these conversations, because जब कोई दूसरा इंसान शेयर कर रहा है तो वो भी आपके लाइफ में आपने अट्रैक्ट किया है. That means there is something for you to learn about. And if we listen to these sharings from different people and their real life experiences help us rewire our brain, because that is a different thinking pattern that everyone is adopting in a collective way. And so whenever you do certain practices in a group, they are more powerful. So with that thought, see you tomorrow with another beautiful and magical chapter. Till then, take care and keep smiling, keep shining. Bye bye and